Is Usman versus Canelo happening? New date for Stipe versus Jones? Masvidal issued a stay-away order from Colby Covington. Is Zabit's MMA career over? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about all the recent ongoings in the MMA world. We have news on Kamaru Usman versus Canelo Alvarez, updates on the potential super fight between the GOATs of heavyweight and light heavyweight, Stipe Miocic and Jon Jones, news on Zabit Magomedsharipov, and a lot more. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Kamaru Usman versus Canelo Alvarez. Rumors of this fight first started around 5 months ago in this interview of Kamaru Usman with Max Kellerman.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tell you what I think would really get the people going, and what would make more sense is, when have you ever seen the two pound-for-pound fighters in the world, in their respective sports, both in their respective prime, go at it? Name a time.
Who are you talking about now?
Who is the pound-for-pound best boxer in the world right now?
I mean, Canelo, are you talking about? That's the money fight, too.
It's not about money. It's about...
You want to box Canelo?
It's about what gets me out of bed, what gets me scared.
At the time, this drew out a response from Dana White, who wasn't exactly keen on the idea of the fight taking place, though he did say that he would consider an MMA bout over in the UFC.
I did want to ask you, Kamaru's been talking about a possible boxing match with Canelo, which seemed surprising. I mean, is there something that you would even discuss?
Is that what he said tonight?
Yeah, well, he said it this week. He's just like the greatest pound-for-pound MMA fighter, the greatest pound-for-pound boxer.
I watched the Canelo fight tonight. You don't want to fight Canelo. You don't want to fight Canelo. Come on, man. Let's stop this shit. If Canelo wants to come over here, let's do it. You don't want to box Canelo.
About 2 months ago, Canelo commented on the potential fight in this clip, and while he didn't rule out the idea of the fight, he wasn't enthusiastic about it.
The UFC welterweight champion is a guy named Kamaru Usman. He says he wants to fight you. Would you ever entertain this?
Payday.
Payday.
That's the payday, I know. But maybe, why not? You never say no, right?
Yeah. Has anyone approached you about this idea?
My trainer told me about it, and I said, well, if you say.
But it's not something really on your mind?
No, it's not really in my mind. I want a really good legacy from my career, and then we can talk about it, other things, right?
Ali Abdelaziz, Usman's manager, recently brought up the topic of the fight yet again, tweeting at Canelo and starting a war of words between the two pound-for-pound greats in boxing and MMA. Ali started the back and forth by tweeting, "At Canelo is an absolute chicken. He is fighting guys with 5,000 followers on Instagram. These guys will never do nothing for his legacy. Now I understand why he doesn't want to lose to someone like Usman. This is chicken style. No risk, no reward." In which Canelo responded, "Who the fuck is this?" with laughing emojis. Then Kamaru chiming in saying, "Let's just all relax before somebody gets hurt." The pair went on to trade the following tweets. Usman's stance is really confusing. First he says he wants to box Canelo, then he backtracks on his words and wants an MMA fight. It's clear that Usman would beat Canelo in MMA, but it's also clear that Canelo would beat Usman in a boxing fight. Both fighters are great at what they do, and although crossing over to another sport is exciting, it's better for the champions to give contenders a chance and defend their belts as many times as possible, which is something that Canelo is keen on doing. Usman has also been one of the most active champions in recent memory, and this Canelo fight just seems like a way to get publicity. Fight announcements. Two big confirmed fights are Houston native Derek Lewis returning to the octagon to face Russian prospect Sergey Pavlovich at UFC 277, as well as the comeback of fan favorite Alexander Gustafsson against Nikita Krylov in July. A rumored fight is the main event of that same Gustafsson card in London. Tom Aspinall is rumored to be taking on Curtis Blaydes in an exciting matchup to truly test Aspinall's ability. Some sources have already confirmed the fight, but they are not official. Both Aspinall and Blades have posted about a potential fight on their accounts. Stipe Miocic versus Jon Jones. The potential fight between GOATs Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic looks like it's not going to happen this summer. According to a tweet by JBJ, the fight has been postponed to September. Jones said the following: Stipe is saying that he will be at his absolute peak in September. I'm disappointed but patient. I want the heavyweight GOAT at his absolute best. I'll wait until September, no excuses. When a fan replied to him, "Man, that sucks," he tweeted again saying how much he and his team were looking forward to it. It really does, man. My coaches and their families were definitely excited for this fight. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed today. We're as excited for this fight as the rest of the MMA community. And if you want to see our breakdown of the fight, you can check it out in the link below after watching this video. Jorge Masvidal restraining order. About a month ago, an incident took place between UFC stars Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal in Miami. In the lead up to their fight at UFC 272, Colby had made some comments about Jorge's family. Masvidal wasn't able to settle the beef in the octagon, being out-wrestled for the duration of the fight and losing a unanimous decision to Covington. When Street Jesus found out that Colby was at a steakhouse near him, he decided to exact his revenge and hit Covington with a couple of punches. Here is the footage right after that incident.
Yo, my bad. Hey, that ain't us, bro. How would you know I'm you? How would you know you're on the internet? I'm on the internet. Stop. That's just unfucking out of the situation. That's what happens. This guy here is fucking happy. Hey, bro, stop.
Colby pressed charges for Jorge for assault, and there has been a development in the case. Masvidal posted bail a day after being detained. Jorge has been accused of giving Colby a brain injury during the attack and has now officially pled not guilty to assault and been issued a restraining order. Here is what the order states. Masvidal has been known to get in these types of situations, so let's see whether he takes this order seriously. Do you guys think Colby was right to press charges? Let us know in the comments below. Rob Font. Let's stray away from these serious topics and take a look at this wholesome footage of UFC bantamweight Rob Font's family play fighting in the octagon. Speaking of Rob Font, he and his opponent Chito Vera had very different views on each other ahead of their main event bout this weekend. Font spoke of Vera with a lot of respect, saying that he's been around for a while and isn't really the new guy like people make him out to be.
Where do you rank Marlon in there? Do you view him as elite competition? What do you think about him as an opponent?
Yeah, no, he's up there, man. He's been around for a while. It's weird, like people like are acting like he's like the new guy, but he's been around for a while. You know, Ultimate Fighter show, fought a lot of tough guys, fought Aldo. Yeah, no, I definitely give him to that. I would say he might not stand out in one particular like martial art, but like overall, he's tough. You know, he's gritty, and he's not easy to put away either. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if he's been finished much. So like, this guy's there. He's hungry, and I know he's gonna bring the fight. So this is an exciting fight for me.
Vera, on the other hand, believes that a win over Font will get him closer to the title, and he thinks that he's gonna kick Rob's ass, which is quite a bold claim given Font's level.
I feel like all that being around and fighting at the top consistently will just make me a better fighter and make me more dangerous for the future fight. So I feel I'm on a great moment. I'm in a good mental space. Physically, I don't think I can be more ready, or I could train harder than I already did. So I feel great, and Saturday will come and I'm gonna kick Rob's ass.
Zabit becoming a doctor. Zabit Magomedsharipov was once ranked number 3 in UFC's featherweight division. Undefeated in the promotion, a lot of people had high hopes for the Dagestani fighter. Unfortunately, after multiple canceled events with Yair Rodriguez and a host of health issues, we haven't seen him compete in about 2.5 years. Now he posted a picture on his Instagram that seemed to suggest he is now becoming a doctor. If he really is retiring, it will go down as one of MMA's biggest what-ifs. He really is a very talented fighter and could pose a real challenge for the top two of the division, Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway. A lot of fans also seem sad about the news. And that wraps up our news video for today. Let us know whether you enjoyed this format, and thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to never miss a video from us. Until next time.